Unicorn Girl 83. You feel that chill in the frame, where the weird gets weirder and the walls all learn your name. Lolcows screaming like ghosts in a busted mirror glow. Spooky vibes hit hard when the whole room starts to go. Truth cutting like ice right through the air. One more look and you're already there. Unicorn Girl 83. Unicorn. Weird gets weirder, baby. Weird gets Unicorn Girl 83. Unicorn. Think twice before you stare. Teeth in it, and it bites your pride. Every clip, come back with a cold eye on the ride. Those cockpits, yeah, they stay in your chest. Make your pulse go hard, make you second guess the rest. Truth cutting like ice right through the air. One more look and you're already there. Unicorn Girl 83. Weird gets weirder, baby. Weird gets weirder. Unicorn Girl 83. Unicorn. Think twice before you stare. Mirror cracked, but it's still watching. Every grin got a shadow crossing. Say the name, let the room go cold. Unicorn Girl 83 in the back of your soul. Unicorn Girl 83. Unicorn Girl. Weird gets weirder, baby. Weird gets weirder. Unicorn Girl 83. Unicorn Girl. Think twice before you stare.
Welcome in, spooky seekers. Tonight, we're exploring haunted churches. The night doesn't feel wrong anymore. It feels hostile. Every church we step into tonight, every abbey, every monastery, every sanctuary, it's just haunted. It's hungry. The Holy Cross savvy doesn't whisper now. It growls. The shadows move like they're stalking prey. And the thing that crawls along the ceiling doesn't bother pretending to be a nun anymore. It shows its teeth in the Appalachian hollers. The church is built on a cursed ground. Shake when you walk inside. The spirits there don't just cling, they strike, they lash, they slam doors hard enough to crack the wood. Like they're trying to trap you inside and finish what death started. And then there's the Jim Jones Sanctuary, the sermon that never died. People say the basement walls still echo with a voice that sounds like Jones, but twisted, warped, like something demonic learned his cadence, and now preaches in a tongue that rattles the bones of anyone who listens too long. We left the cameras alone in these places. We didn't expect what came next. Something shoved the pews, something dragged a chair across the floor with enough force to splinter it. Something slammed the sanctuary door so violently the hinges bent, and something whispered into the microphone, even though no living person was in the room. Tonight, you'll hear them, not gentle ghosts, not lost spirits, but violent hauntings, demonic imitations, possessed echoes of cult leaders, and the Appalachian creatures older than scriptures. So breathe slow, don't look away, and whatever you do, don't answer if something calls your name. Because once we begin, the houses of God will wake up, and the things inside will finally have permission to come closer. Are you guys ready to get spooky? This comes from paranormal investigators. Paranormal Quest, my bad. The most haunted houses of God. I will tell you a little story before we get started. I used to work in a nursing home just for nuns. And as I was watching the trailer for the movie, The Nun, I go to do my rounds. It's dark. We always shut the lights off to a dim in the hallway. I turn around and a nun was standing there. I screamed so fucking loud. I scared her and myself. She apologized so many times. My fault for watching the trailer for the movie The Nun while I was working. Let's not throw Dave under the bus this time, guys.
I heard screaming down on the first floor. It's seriously a haunted place, for real.
It sounds crazy even as I'm telling the stories, and I was here and I witnessed this stuff.
Oh, why's it gotta be an
They captured a very
home?
creepy picture with a girl in a dress standing behind him.
There are better ways of getting somebody to leave than harming them.
They'd gotten scratched. 3 scratches, very clear.
Whoa. Why is that going off?
Because that's
Whoa.
an Annabelle
Are you
doll.
for real? Where's the camera?
Why is it mine
You hear a
out?
woman talking?
Hello?
Something just moved in Abigail's room.
There was a very whispery voice that said, "See her?"
What? I just heard someone walking around down here, and it sounded like someone shut a door. So we are on our way to one of the most haunted monastery complexes in the United States of America for a very special collaboration between Paranormal Quest and Paranormal Encounters.
I don't know if I could do a haunted church. I don't know. It's on the list, but I really don't know. Whew.
Connor, you and India have filmed at the Holy Cross Abbey before.
Got my mom on tonight. Be with me, Mom.
And India is actually on her way just shortly behind us, and she'll be meeting us there. But we have never been there. We've never seen this place. And after it was desanctified and opened up to the public, people started to have intense paranormal experiences.
A lot of stuff that happened the last time we were here. I heard screaming down on the first floor. We had weird stuff happen in the basement. The 4th floor, it's really creepy. It's seriously a haunted place, for real.
And I think we're pulling up on it right now.
Yeah, this right here is the...
Thank you, Bucky. I'll be here. Have a good night at work.
Wow.
Abbey, guys.
Look at this place. Holy
And
cow.
I am telling you, it is huge. The basement is absolutely scary.
This is going to be like an actual investigation where it feels like we're in the movie The Nun. This is insane.
I just don't want to see the nun if she isn't here, you know what I mean?
But we'll meet up.
No, you don't want to see a nun just come up behind you in the dark. That shit is scary. Whew.
A collaboration, investigate together throughout the night. This is gonna be epic.
I am seriously so excited. Dave, are you excited for tonight?
I'm very excited.
All right, let's get inside, guys.
Let's do it. Let's go in.
From 1926 to 1998, the Holy Cross Monastery was home to priests, monks, nuns, and Catholic students fulfilling their life through the light of Jesus. But even the holiest of places are not immune to dark history and tragedy. Many people believe these halls contain spirits. Spirits who aren't afraid to make themselves known.
I could tell
It's a true word.
you guys some stories that if you were standing there telling me the story, I'd be saying, this guy needs some help. That guy is a little out there, but I've had some pretty wild things happen, and it sounds crazy even as I'm telling the stories, and I was here and I witnessed this stuff. There were some Benedictine monks up in Breckenridge, Colorado, which is about 60 miles to the west of us here, and they were searching for a place to start a new monastery. And Father Cyprius A. Bradley had come down and met with Benjamin Franklin Rockefeller, and Rockefeller was willing to go ahead and sell them 90 acres of land. So that was in April of 1923. They'd gotten the okay from the Archdiocese to go ahead and start building the monastery and campus. So they started with 90 acres here. All their livestock, everything that they consumed.
The one that I worked at was right behind the basilica. The basilica is so beautiful inside, but it's creepy as hell at night. It used to be a school just for girls, because St. Joe's has the Catholic school, but they built behind the basilica a home just for nuns to go have their final days. We did have one priest who still did his service every Sunday. And he barely ever rang for help. He wasn't allowed on the floors where the nuns were. He had his own quarters on the first floor by himself, by the chapel. I worked there for about 3 years. I loved it.
Was grown right here on the farm. It sat here till 1998. Finally, they desanctified because the enrollment had dropped to a point where it just wasn't worth keeping it open as a boys' school. They did the last 3 years that it was open, keep it open as a monastery for the monks, and the monks would come here and worship and whatnot. And then they, like I say, 1998, they finally shut it down.
All right, Dave, so we are officially inside the Holy Cross Abbey here in Canyon City, Colorado. This place is massive. It is huge. We're going to have this building for Paranormal Quest. Paranormal Encounters is going to have the Eulethorn Hall right across the street, right across the alleyway from us. This is an exciting night.
Yeah, this is a really exciting place. It is massive, lots of creepy stories that we've been hearing, and a lot of strange and creepy history from this place. And there's a lot of weird items in here as well that may be contributing to some of the hauntings that they have here.
Yeah. There were a lot of monks that lived here on this property, but it was also a boys' school in here, and people claim to see apparitions, shadow figures that they believe to be the monks or even the nuns that lived, died, and or worked here. So let's start off by going into the chapel here, the largest room, and also the room where Dennis has said was the creepiest as far as the activity goes.
Let's go.
The chapel was a place of daily worship, where those in the monastery went to prayer to feel the Holy Spirit. This alone could have left energy behind that people still experience.
That is a big chapel. It's almost as big as the basilica.
To this day.
You have a lot of energy left behind in this place, but Dennis told us a story about people, other investigators, they believe they brought something in here, and they've had to do cleansings on the building, and he said that they believe that one of those entities that was malicious or negative may still be here in this chapel.
Something got dumped here at the beginning of this past summer. So it progressively got worse and worse to the point where somebody, the housekeeper, to this day will not go into the chapel. She had an incident that she doesn't share with anybody, happened in the chapel. So we decided we were going to do a cleansing. We got 6 of our people. We did the entire building, did a cleansing. There was actually 3 entities, as we figured out, that didn't need to be here.
Second guys.
We figured we got rid of 2 of them, but there's 1 still lingers, and we believe that's who we're dealing with within the chapel still today. Last night, like I said, I had some stuff going on in the chapel. Might be a place where you chapel.
Yeah, I'm excited to come back in here a little bit later tonight and see if we can come in contact with whatever that entity may be.
Prior to them isolating this entity to the chapel, he said people were.
The last 2 times anybody's been down there, somebody they've gotten scratched. 3 scratches. It's very clear.
Down to the dark, creepy basement.
Yeah, this is very strange.
Whew.
You think?
There is a bit of a strange vibe.
These stories of paranormal activity, not just people being scratched by an unseen force, but also doors unexplainably opening. But the most bizarre story happened about 20 years ago when the owners installed a new phone system and disconnected all the old phones throughout the Abbey.
Whew. Well, they didn't do that where I worked, but they did. When I first started there, they had whistles instead of call bells. I was so happy when they installed the call bells. The whistles were so annoying and scary when you're just sitting there on 3rd shift and everything's dark and you're just sitting there chilling and then somebody blows a whistle. It scared the shit out of me.
She gets a call and bring. Hello, this is the Abbey. How can I help you? Nobody'd say anything. So she'd hang up, and a couple of minutes go by. Bring. Hello, this is the Abbey. How can I help you? Nobody'd say anything. So this happened a couple of times.
I wouldn't have answered anymore. I would not have answered anymore. Nope. No way.
And then, like the 3rd or 4th time that this happened, Patty Metzer looks over, and she happened to notice that whenever that call came in, a light over on the other switchboard would come on. And she realized that that was coming from a phone in the basement.
Oh, wow. This is the room. They don't know why this phone was ringing, but they said there was a phone call that was calling up to the 1st floor that was coming from a telephone that was supposedly right here.
No, there's no way. There's no phones left in the basement. I know that. You want to go check with me? So they do. They head down the staircase there. And as they get to the stairs, they hear.
As the ringing continued, the unexplainable sound of the phone ringing led these 2 women to the monks' chapel, which used to be a place for monks to worship in isolation away from everyone else at the Abbey. But now,
we didn't have monks, but we did have 1 priest, like I said.
it's a room filled with discarded
I'll have to show pictures. The place is so beautiful.
electronics.
Bring, bring. Patty Jo
But it is extremely haunted and creepy.
could look back and she could see in the corner that the phone was sitting on top of the box, and every time it rang, the light would light up and stuff. She says, I'm going to go answer it and see who's calling. She starts walking over to the box. She looks at the box and she notices that the cord of the phone is hanging outside the box. It's not even plugged in. She goes, I'm thinking this is a job for maintenance. And they went ahead and skedaddled out of there. So even now, while we investigate, we often hear the sound of the phone ringing down there, and there's no phones.
Yeah, that would be a little bit unnerving to hear down here tonight if we do hear it.
Yeah. This would have been the cafeteria, from what I understand. So when it was a boys' school, they would have eaten their meals here in this room in the basement.
That is a cafeteria? Oh my God. Hell no. That is, yeah, that's creepy.
Which is why they have the cafeteria tile down on the floor. But I'm particularly interested in this room in the back corner because it has the most creepy backstory that I've heard.
Here we go, guys.
There's a long rod going through that room. And basically, if you passed away while you were doing service here at the monastery.
Hey, Queen of Karma. Welcome in, love.
Permafrost was a big deal here, and they couldn't bury you. So that was where they stored the bodies during the winter. It's just kind of creepy to me, and I didn't believe it when I was first told this, but I've had 3 alumni tell me that when they went to school here, there was one sister that had passed away. They're sitting there eating their breakfast in the cafeteria because that's where the room is located, knowing that Sister Mary is laying dead in the closet 15 feet from where they're having.
Why? Why? You're supposed to call the funeral homes.
3 meals a day.
They would hang their body here in this room in the basement, right beside where the students
God.
were eating. That is just very,
They would hang them? The fuck kind of place is this?
very creepy, and I can't imagine the impact that had on those boys that were out here eating.
If they even knew, they might have been put up in there and nobody out here even knew, which made it even creepier to me. That is definitely a very creepy room right there.
It is, and who knows what energy was left behind from that.
I would imagine very creepy energy, very pissed, pardon me, pissed off energy. Who hangs dead bodies next to a bunch of boys trying to eat their lunch?
This basement is obviously creepy. Not only is it filled with paranormal activity, but when the lights go out, you can't even see your hand in front of your face.
You could investigate this building for a whole week and have not even scratched the surface.
Yeah.
But one of the areas that's considered the most active,
Yeah, I think they bring those with them to try to interact with the ghosts or the spirits or entities. I think that's why they do that. But that was a cute bear, yes.
being a 4-floor abbey, Dennis said the most active place was the 4th floor, which is where they had children.
No.
The Holy Cross Abbey is a mammoth of
The place I worked, the only scary thing on the 4th floor was Sister Philothea.
a building. And Dennis has almost complete coverage of it with security cameras that not only protect the Abbey, but which he also uses for paranormal investigations that he streams live on his Twitch channel called What's Up Gramps. With a live audience, he's captured some incredible paranormal activity. And his favorite place to investigate is the 4th floor.
Oh, whew. Immediately. You just get hit with that creepy
I just got goosebumps. I don't know why.
vibe up here.
Yeah, it's definitely very strange.
We've got a little girl, oddly enough, because this is an all-boys school. Someone dubbed as the name Abigail.
This is the room that they have dubbed Abigail's room. And Abigail, they're not really sure who she is or why she's here. They have a suspicion as to who she may have been. But in this room, when the Colorado...
Sir, why is the creepy Annabelle lookalike in the chair?
Department of Corrections was doing some training for their corrections officers here. Apparently one of the corrections officers captured a very creepy picture with a girl in a dress standing behind him.
And it looked like...
That doesn't surprise me. Let me tell you why that doesn't surprise me. Because if you really did your research on these places, a lot of these places ran preschools. Matter of fact, my kid's father My youngest kid's father, he went to preschool right behind the basilica next to the nursing home for the nuns. It's not that difficult to figure out why there's a little girl ghost there.
Like her hand is up on his elbow on this side here behind him. Now you go up there, there's no stains.
It also could have been a shadow. It could have been a glitch in the camera. Could have been anything.
On the wall, there's no way that even if somebody was standing there, that it could have been possible that that shadow be cast against that wall behind him. It was just impossible. That's who dubbed her Abigail.
Abigail, we'd love it if you come out and speak to us tonight. You can move things to let us know that you're here, and we will have some fun. That's why we're here. But apparently the man, the officer, corrections officer, was standing leaning up against this wall right here. And the picture was taken from right over here. And behind him in this corner where you can see there is no stain on the wall whatsoever, they captured the image of a little girl in a dress wearing a bonnet.
Would love if some of the
I
students up here could come.
I see it, but like I said, it could be anything. I'm going to go with it, just a glitch in the camera.
Come out and talk to us tonight.
What do you think? Are you ready to set up some cameras throughout the Holy Cross Abbey and leave it completely empty for an hour to see what paranormal activity occurs when this place is completely empty?
I am definitely ready. Let's get it set up and see what we get.
Let's do it. It is time.
Oh, real quick, guys, anybody watching, I'm heading over after this to Mistress Karma's channel. She does her own content. She does true crime stories. If anybody's interested, go over and check her out.
For abandonment.
It's recording. Okay. We saw you do that. There's a cat ball over here on the floor. Right over here. You touch that, it'll light up. Some toys for you to play with.
So we have cameras set up all throughout the Holy Cross Abbey. We are getting ready to leave for abandonment. We ordered food, and Dave had to leave early to go pick it up with Connor in India, so I'm finishing setting up all the cameras. Defiant. We have the obelisk set up right here. This is in the basement in front of the boiler room. Dennis actually told us that this door frequently comes open.
It doesn't surprise me that they would say defiant. You are in a place with a bunch of ghost nuns who used to smack people with rulers.
By itself. And he also said that there was a group that was scared out of this area and said they never set foot in the Abbey again. So this is going to be a very interesting area. We also have a camera on the basement floor over in the cafeteria, set up in the cafeteria so you can also see where the body cooler was back in that back corner. We're going to leave that running down there as well. We have a plasma ball set up with the EDI plus meter, and that is a very creepy area, so I'm excited to see if anything happens in there. We also have a camera up in the chapel, and believe it or not, actually, Dennis was, or maybe still is, playing some organ music in there to try and incite some spirits or activity while we are gone. He's playing that until I'm done here and we're ready to leave, so hopefully the REM pod on the altar goes off because he says that is the spot where the REM pod always goes off. Now, up on the top floor, fourth floor, where the children were, we have a camera set up pointing down the hallway, cat balls, Mel meter. They always say they hear children laughing up there and talking, so maybe we'll get to experience that. We're gonna leave for about an hour, have all of this set up. Let's see what happens. Since Dave is gone, I have to do the honors. We're leaving!
We get it, sir. My God. You really want to wake the dead, don't you? Shit.
Whew.
Here.
Hopefully I did him justice. Let's go.
All right, I'm leaving. From here on out, any noises you guys would capture should be the ghosties.
Oh, here we go. See, these places I feel really are haunted. I really do. Not on the holy altar. No. God, and nobody's in there. They left their equipment. It's called an abandonment, where they just leave their equipment. My goodness. Lots of activity, guys. Lots of activity. My Lord. I am legit getting goosebumps. I don't know why.
All right. We are back.
Whoa.
Hey, Justin. How are you, buddy? Good video the other day.
Why is that going off?
I don't know.
Whoa. Are you for real? Where's the camera? Hello? We haven't even gotten set up to start this.
All right, give me a second.
My God.
sorry. You're very welcome, Justin. Anytime to unmute. Very annoying. Annoying. That is a creepy doll, sir. Please get rid of that Annabelle looking freak. I'm gonna pause for a second, guys. Take a little intermission while I wait for Justin. If anybody would like to donate towards this spooky tour, everything's pinned in the chat and the description. Every little bit helps, even a like and a share. Everything is much appreciated with very much love and very much respect. This is something I have been working on for a couple months now, and I'm very excited. This up here in the corner will be on mine and my companions' t-shirts. Spirit Seekers. That one won the poll. And Queen of Karma got her wish. We are going to Penhurst Asylum first. Just let me type in the chat, Justin, when you're backstage, bud. Dave, why are you in there with the Annabelle doll? Look-alike. That just sounds like a bunch of interference to me. I could be wrong, though. Okay. I can't make out that last word. I swear Una Vista meant something else, but I could be wrong. My Italian isn't the greatest. That doll is creepy. That's what she's trying to tell you. I did this? What did you do? He's wearing that the right way. He is wearing that the right way. The other guy did not. You're supposed to cover your eyes. The one I got comes with a blindfold, and you put it on, and you put the headphones on with the translator. I hope not. I don't want to see it. It's probably a monk. Wait, usually monks don't talk. I don't know about in spirit, but I know in life they're not supposed to. Take the blindfold off, Dave. Come on, get with it. I tell you what, those fucking REM pod things are expensive. They are fucking expensive. Oh, church bells. Oh my God. Telling you, get rid of that Raggedy Ann doll. Those things are evil. I threw mine out right in the trash with the bitch. Yes, she does. Oh, shit. Now, those things weren't that expensive. The motion sensors, those REM pods, holy shit, $80. Oh, one last thing. If anybody is curious onto what money I spent that was saved before somebody was kind enough to buy me the chair, I'm not posting pictures of the trip to Knoebels, but my boyfriend has receipts. The money was spent as I said it was going to be. We had a blast. Yeah, it's probably not something I'd want to see. It would probably scare the shit out of me, but that's your job. It's soon to be mine. I can't lie. I am so excited. Lots of good people in my corner now. Fucking finally. I don't know if I'd be leaving that REM pod on the floor. Those things fucking are expensive. I was lucky. I found mine on Amazon for $80, but they range all the way up to like $300-400. It's fucking insane. Why are you always leaving Dave by himself? Those ghosts pick on him. Oh, good. At least you're not throwing Dave down there. Oh, you guys are brave. Hi, Dave. Oh, God bless your soul. This state sucks. Oof. Sorry, I'm taking notes. I'm still here. Ooh. Oh, shit. Ryan, every episode that I play with of you guys, they don't like you. They like Dave. I don't know why. I'm sorry, man. Since I was informed I'm being sniped, and somebody was questioning payment of a REM pod, Vicky. Walmart has pretty good deals too, not just Amazon. Maybe try there. Time to get a calendar. Oh, this is an older one. Okay. I wonder what they did down there. It's really creepy. It's giving me creepy vibes. What do I have to do? Oh, one second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, I have canceled a bunch of memberships, a lot of them, including Keldo's the dog. Oh, look at that. It says join next to their name. That means I am not a fucking member. I canceled it. They don't cancel it right away. They don't cancel it right away, you fucktard. It runs out at the end of the month. Oh my. I also made sure to cancel the Ko-Fi one. That just gives me totally creepy vibes. This whole basement. Don't get scratched, boy. Don't get scratched. Enter if you dare. You're fucking funny, Keldoge the dog, okay? Nobody's mad at me for starting a paper trail of stalking and harassing and using my personal fucking privated shit with my face and my children without permission. It was used in a malicious manner. So I'm building a paper trail. It's a big fucking difference. Don't worry, because I'm going to be airing your little interview with Tipster and Rainbow Passages. Yeah, you've got a creepy looking doll that resembles Annabelle. For fuck's sakes, it's an Annabelle wannabe. Why is the Virgin Mary behind bars? That's not cool. A crypt? Oh, let me clear something else up too. So this guy here, his name is Ryan. The other people that I follow and cover, the twin paranormal, the one with the multicolor hair, his name is also Ryan. Stop trying to associate these two gentlemen with the Ryan that's on here. The only thing I will ever do is when I pass away, I will haunt the fuck out of all the haters. I will make them type nice things about me, and then I'll give all their computers ghost viruses that they can't get rid of and can never stream again. Oh, you guys. They turned it into a brewery and a restaurant. It's built on top of a cemetery, and it was a Lutheran church since it was built. So you're half right, Queen of Karma. I'm gonna head back over there. I gotta check in on one of my girls, Mistress Karma, and then I'm gonna head back over to Azria's. I'm intrigued with what she's covering right now. That's interesting. St. Francis of, I can't pronounce that word right now. Oh, of Assisi, sorry, was a troublemaker in his youth, decided to devote his life to Christ and live in poverty, and was the first person to have the stigmas in his hand, the stigmatas in his hands. He was the patron saint of the environment and animals. Interesting. Okay. Pretty noble. Well, yeah. And see, we had a similar situation. So the town I used to live in had two different nun nursing homes until they built the three that they have standing now that take all patients, and the one that's still standing behind the basilica. The other one was called Holy Cross. Our local hospital decided they were going to buy it out. There was a huge fight because a lot of nuns and priests were buried there. It's considered sacred ground. Geisinger had to have their fucking way, and they're having issues with the building because they excavated all of those bodies. Now they did replace them in this cemetery behind the basilica, but you're not supposed to do that. Oh God. Thank you for sending me that screenshot, guys. I appreciate it. I will forward it to the authorities for being threatened in somebody else's chat. Sorry, guys. Some asshole tried to report me. Never fear. I have backup. Nice try, you fucking dog-faced bitch. Just love when people try to silence me from doing what I enjoy doing.
That's why I do have crosses and stuff on the door.
It's okay. It's like I said, I always have a backup.
But it is pretty frightening.
All right, let's get it, guys.
What was that? That was humming. For sure. That was so creepy.
Oh, it sounded like those doors just moved.
They did.
It sounded like a deep
They
guttural
did.
growl.
How would you like it if you're in your house? That does pretty well scare you.
Oh my.
Darkness comes.
Darkness comes, oh my goodness.
We heard that there might have been some sort of rituals that took place down here when this building was abandoned.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Dave, and this time we're on our way to...
Who is this? You have to show yourself or I ain't letting you up. Turn your camera on. Not letting anybody up here until they turn their camera on. That's what I thought. Nobody's coming up here unless you turn your camera on.
Not just any haunted location. We are on our way to a massive and creepy haunted hospital.
Oh, yeah. Somewhere relatively brand new to the
That was a
paranormal
cute
scene.
try,
So
though.
Yeah,
I'm excited to get up here and check it
That was a cute fucking try, though.
out. It's supposed to have a lot of creepy stories and stuff.
yeah. I mean, this place is, they call it the Haunted Terrace View, and it was a nursing home and also a mental health care facility,
Ooh, these ones are my favorite.
psychiatric hospital, if you want to call it that. And this place has a lot of claims of paranormal activity, from people hearing disembodied voices to footsteps to hearing things move. That these claims of paranormal activity date all the way back to when this place was open. Even though it shut down over 20 years ago,
Oh,
staff claim that they had creepy and unexplained
still a walker in the middle of the hallway.
experiences, especially when they work night shift there inside the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And probably one of the creepiest
Yes,
elements
night shift is the worst and the creepiest in the nursing homes. Oh my lord.
of the story of the Haunted Terrace View is they said that after it had been abandoned for 20 years, they purchased it and they started renovations, and they had to clear out a lot of debris and rubble because of all the decay that had happened.
Well, I bet if it was abandoned for 20 years.
They found down in the basement evidence of rituals taking place down there, from
Damn.
ritualistic symbols, and also they had the remains of animals scattered around these ritualistic things down in the basement. So
Really?
yeah, this is going to be a creepy investigation. And there's the stories of an entity that they call the Mad Walker because they hear his footsteps and they believe it's some angry spirit.
Oh, not another Mad Walker. The last one was Boots.
That still to this day roams this hospital.
Mr.
That's
Boots.
really creepy. The Mad Walker.
The Mad Walker.
Yikes.
So I don't know. I mean, this is something entirely new. Like you said, we've never been here. It's fairly new to the paranormal scene.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of claims of really creepy paranormal activity that people have witnessed in here. So who knows what tonight holds.
Well, I hope it's scary.
Once the sun goes down and we are alone inside this haunted hospital, things could get very creepy.
Oh, there it is.
Oh man, there it is.
Oh, wow.
We're pulling up on it right now. It is right up here.
That is creepy looking.
He's in the F-150 up.
Oh, and they're going to make you walk, too. You can't drive up to it. Oh, man.
Here.
Yes. Wow.
This is going to be a cool night. I am so excited for this.
Oh, yeah.
And the caretaker is parked right up here.
I'm excited, too. Let's do this.
And we're going to meet up with him.
Hi, people.
Yes.
I wasn't trying to scare you earlier today, but you know.
Oh, you're good.
Called me.
Yeah.
We're going back. Y'all feel it. Take this.
All right. So we're going to pull around back. The caretaker, whose also name is his name is also Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. So there's two Daves.
That's not going to get confusing or anything. Is taking us around the back to the entrance that they use to get in and out of the hospital here. And man, just look at this. Look at this.
Wow.
This is huge.
Yeah, they said it's over
It's just plain white.
60,000 square feet. And there are parts of this hospital that they say are, of course, more active than others. And I'm excited to get to go in here and explore. There's a ward of the hospital that they call the locked ward, which was where they kept some of the patients that needed higher supervision. And then from what they said, the patients that needed the highest supervision would have been
Yep. They have the locked
been
unit.
held down in the basement in what they call the
Oh.
dungeon,
Ooh.
which is the name that it was given from the staff that worked here. Not so much for what happened down there, but more for the aesthetic and that it felt like a dungeon. But it was patients down there. The patients that needed the most supervision were kept down in that dungeon. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Look at this place.
That's horrible.
Wow.
This is crazy.
All right, so we're pulling in right here, parking up behind Haunted Terrace View. Let's go in and see what this place has to hold. Let's go in and see what's in store for us.
Let's do it. Let's go check it out.
Let's go. All right, David, can you introduce yourself and talk about what your role is here?
That looks like a whole gun. Holy shit.
Yes, I'm David Howe, and I am the caretaker
Aww.
of Terrace
The puppy.
View property.
What's it like living here? What has your experience been like living inside Terrace View?
Okay, the experience is fairly frightening.
Whose walker is that?
I've been an investigator my own self for over 11 years, and it's totally different if you're staying at a place working on it all the time and there's activity going on all around you, and you can't do nothing about it. I have heard footsteps on the outside of my door at nighttime when the
I bet. Did you hear any on the roof? We used to hear some on the roof.
lights are on and there'll be nobody there. You can hear voices. You can hear doors opening and slamming. I have seen a person in a wheelchair in the north wing before, and they wasn't there. I have seen a guy on the south wing, first floor, in the daytime, just walk around doing my rounds like I do 2-3 times a day. I have seen a lady looking
What are you doing rounds for? There's no patience.
down from the second floor while I'm working outside, looking at me, and there'll be nobody in the building. The spirits will mimic you here. It's like Alice, she might be in her room, which we have crosses
You
and
named
iron and all that around the doorway to keep the spirits out. But she'll be in the room, and I might be downstairs.
turn your camera on. All right, I can fix this real quick. Mm-hmm. That's what you get. Don't fucking do that shit. That is fucking nasty. My God. I think until my son is back home, I'm going to cut this one short. Going on my 3-hour mark. Or, well, it's going on my 2-hour mark. But I got some things I got to take care of. I got to go help my Nana. So join me tomorrow. We'll finish this. And there's another one I want to cover. It'll be a total surprise, though. Same time, same spooky channel. Stay spooky. Much love, much respect. Peace out.